right, let's talk about wheel motors for the 400 and 500 series Automowers. Here I have two different wheel motors. They're both for the 400 series and the 500 series Automowers. The big question we get is, which one's that new one I hear so much about with that improved gearbox? Well, that's what we're going to show you here today. This wheel motor has a composite flange, and if you scratch it, it's going to stay black. It's black in color, where this one is more of like a bronzish color or a brownish color. As you can see, this one here also has a dark band here, where this one does not. So this one here, this is the older version. The big giveaway you can start with is the difference in the flanges. Again, composite, and then we have metal here. If you scratch this one, it's going to stay black. If you scratch this one, you're going to see a nice shiny line there because it's going to be bare metal underneath that. Now, you'll also notice, like I said, there's a difference right here in this band. So if this is in the mower, you're not going to see that. You will see this flange, though. And if it comes back, your mower comes back from a repair shop, and they replaced the wheel motor, and you're not sure if they put the newest one in there or not, that's what you're going to want to look at, because you're going to be able to see this behind the wheel. You're going to be able to tap on it. You're going to be able to scratch it. You're going to be able to say, hey, that's a lighter color than my other one was. So you're going to know for sure. If you order them in from a dealer or a website or wherever, you buy just the wheel motor, you're going to do the work yourself. Again, you know what to look for. Now you know that this is what the new one's going to look like, what it should look like. If you get one like this, then you've got an older version. And if you paid full retail price for it, well, that's kind of a tough break. If you were them people that was price shopping and you called up the dealer, especially us, and you said, I need a wheel motor. I saw one for this much on a website. Will you price match? We're going to say no, because we know we're selling you this, and we're not trying to pass these off on you. You know, there's people out there that have boxes and boxes, shelves full of these old ones. They need to get rid of them somewhere. So you see one marked down, be a little leery as to why it's marked down. Good chance you might end up getting one of these old stock ones here instead of a new one. Now, something that some people look at, which can fool you a little bit, if you look at the sticker here on the electric motor, you can see that this is a revision 02. We've got another one here. This is revision 01. You can't really go by that. And here's why. This is the newest version, and you can see it ends in a 05. Well, they had wheel motor assemblies with the 05 wheel motor with this gearbox on them. When they came out with this new gearbox, there wasn't really an issue with the motor itself, but they put the new gearbox on there. And that's why when you order one in, or you purchase one from your dealer or whatever, however you get one in the box, it's going to end, the part number is going to end with a 06. You pull that out and you see the 05 on there. You didn't get the wrong part. That's what it is. That's what it currently is. I don't know if they will change that or update that at all to match the part number, as far as the revision number. But at any rate, don't think that they were ripping you off and selling you something older, because it's not. This is the correct one here. The big issue, again, was the gearbox. They changed the gearbox. That's why it goes to the revision 06 on the part number. And as long as you have this part here, you have this brownish colored flange, the metal flange, and you see that bronze colored ring in there, you've got the better one. So the big thing with the gearbox was, as you know, anybody that's experienced the issue with a wheel motor, was this shaft here. This would get all floppy. If you had the wheel in there, you'd be able to wobble that all around. Some people claimed that it was the actual gears in there that were the issue. The real issue was usually the bearing behind here. Everything would get real wobbly and flop around. And that bearing would go bad, and what would happen a lot of times is the bearing would go bad, it would start to get hot. That's what would burn up your grease, which would jam up your gears. So they replaced everything with this gearbox now, made it heavier duty, changed that bearing and stuff, and who knows what else in there to make it last longer. And if you're one of those people that believes that you have to take your wheel motor apart to change the grease in here, don't. It's not really going to do you any good. These aren't made to be serviceable. They're made to be used and thrown away. Husqvarna does not offer parts for in there. Again, the best thing you can do is just make sure you're buying the most up-to-date part. And a good way to do that is to buy it from a reputable dealer. You know, somebody that you know has current inventory. Make sure to ask when you contact them about purchasing the part. Make sure that you have the correct information there and they're selling you the most correct thing. That's really about it. That's about all I can think of there. Again, you get your mower back from a repair shop. They put a wheel motor in it, and you're not sure which one they put in it. Just look at the flange. It's mounted onto the mower's chassis. Your wheel is right here. You're still going to be able to see this flange here on the bottom. You know, if you can't see it on the top unless you take the upper cover off, but you're going to be able to flip it over. You're going to be able to see this on the bottom here, and you can tap on that. You can put a scratch on it, whatever. You can also tell if you have an old one laying around, or if they only replaced one on one side, you're going to be able to tell a big difference from side to side. That's what you're going to look for there. So if you need to purchase wheel motors or any other parts for your Automower, be sure to hit us up, roboticmowerservices@gmail.com. Shoot us an email what you're looking for. Make sure to include your mower's model and serial number if you can. That way it'll help us make sure you get the right parts. If you just have questions about Automowers in general or need some technical help, we'll do what we can to help you out. Again, shoot us an email, roboticmowerservices@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to this channel. And thanks for watching.